Witcher, now the Blood and Wine instead of just Wild Hunt. Before I get into anything substantial, I want to bring up some kind of discussion thing. When you say that you are phobic of something, for example, I'm phobic of needles. I've been since probably I was able to understand what the hell was going on in Dragon Ball Z. Everybody else says it's probably because I'm... God damn it.
Sir!
Letter?
Can't rightly say, sir.
Yennefer.
Here.
No, sir. Thank you.
Dearest.
I suspect weighty affairs, rather than merely the wine festival, have drawn you to Toussaint. Perhaps you'll... I recently came across the mention of one Professor Moreau, a scholar in both... Though the details are rather murky, as is the location. I enclose a map I found in the book I happened upon. Though less than completely legible, I trust it will prove useful. I felt this matter could prove of some importance to you. Thus I dispatched this...
A professor who studied Witcher mut...
Said professor wanted to cure his son of it. But before we get back into main story stuff, we'll go do that because it's actually useful. But as I was trying to say before, when you say you're phobic of something, like say I'm phobic of needles, I think personally, because this was back during the day when Dragon Ball Z had that iffy dub, and yeah, it's Geralt of Rivia, but I got shit to be talking about. Stop being a horny bitch. Oh, and also we gotta do that other quest line before we go deeper into this game. But anyway, back to what I was saying.
The famed Geralt of Rivia, lover of witches and succubus.
I keep getting fucking interrupted. But I'm phobic of needles myself. I think, or my parents think, it's because as a young child I saw my brother freak out about needles. Yeah, that's gonna be me. But as I keep trying to say, my parents think it's because my brother was phobic of needles, and I henceforth got that from, like, got that from him. I think, personally...
Professor's journal's long gone. There's somebody else who heard about it too. Should look around and see if I can find something else. Professor certainly can't do much to help me with my search. Footprints, narrow and shallow. Somebody small, light. Woman maybe? Wonder where they lead.
I think personally...
Damn it, trail breaks off. Wonder if the grave robber learned more than I did. Won't learn anything else here. Map Yen sent me will have to do. Also, Epitaph mentioned both Ellerin and Dolnevde, Valley of the Nine.
I think personally, because
Site marked on the map's all wet now. Sonratua flows through there. Must be where the Valley of the Nine once lay. Need to explore the location.
I think personally that my fear came from watching Dragon Ball Z as a child. Because I probably saw the episode where Goku was still in the hospital after fighting Vegeta, and he flipped out about needles, and I'm like, oh shit, if the strongest being on Earth is scared of these things, Of course, you think about it, I'm like a small child. Of course, also as a small child, I'd waddled in my brother's room while he's playing Resident Evil and got scared by the giant ass spider. And that fear hasn't been, how do you say, quelled? I've been working on most of my fears, but at the same time, spiders still bother me. It's a damn good thing I didn't stream Bloodborne after fighting Rom. Rom didn't really bother me, but like it was funny because I think it was during like a free weekend or something for PlayStation Plus, and we were all able to play multiplayer online and whatnot. I'm sitting there playing Bloodborne. I get the Nightmare Menses like toward the end game and whatnot. I'm like, okay, I need somebody. I'm going to summon somebody, and maybe they can help me go through the game.
Couldn't have picked some other place to meet.
Doing something about top of me. Y'all done? Cause y'all starting to piss me off. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I lost my train of thought, motherfucker. But I think I got it back somewhat. My point is, during my time of having it, I'm still probably going to have issues with headaches and whatnot. And that is a bear. During my time of, or while the headache problem was serious, I'm fine right now, but kind of still watching out for it. Like right now, if my head starts feeling wonky while I'm playing this, I'm not going to call off work, but at the same time, I'm going to be kind of more iffy. It shouldn't be feeling funny because I took something for it, and I forgot to take Killer Whale. Damn, this shit's hard to see. That's the thing, vision's actually supposed to be better underwater when you take killer whale. Yo, there is a black armor die. Welcome to the stream. Oh, please let that be black. Oh, the drip's gonna be even higher. Oh, the drip is even higher. But like, I had to go to the hospital for getting my head checked out. Stupid me decided to say, hey, just to let you know real quick, I am very phobic of needles. And I guess I didn't necessarily say, hey, I understand if I do need them, however. Yeah, reminder, do not ever take killer whale and cat together. Else you be fucked. But as I'm saying before, I said to the doctor, hey, I'm just gonna let you know ahead of time, kind of phobic of needles, and good God, that is, holy shit, that is hurting my eyes. I just got out of the water. It has this big tower thing. But I said to the doctor, hey, I'm a little bit phobic of needles. And I would have assumed that he would be like, okay, he's phobic of needles, but he's willing to get them. No, everybody in that damn room assumed that means I guess automatically translated in their head, oh, he doesn't want a needle. Wait, what the fuck? And now everybody's on my ass because, oh, you better get the, you can't be saying that, you shouldn't have said that, we assumed that you said no needles and whatnot.
Grave robber must have
Just
found
because I
something
said
that tuned to access
that,
the entry portal. Wonder what surprises this place has in store.
just because I said that I'm phobic of needles didn't rightly say, no, I don't want needles. I was just explaining to him, hey, I'm just letting you know ahead of time, I am phobic of needles, but I will accept if I do need a needle. You know what I mean? That's my big issue. Everybody misinterpreted what I meant. And it pisses me off badly.
Seems some through there. Need to find a way around. Implanted spikes. Sick sense of humor someone's got.
Woo! Crash Bandicoot. Holy shit! Ah! I use my brain. My big barn.
Liked cats.
I tell you, which way should I go? I kind of want to go this way, but then again, this way might have treasure. Let's look for treasure.
Blood-soaked. Grave robber was wounded while attempting the climb. Needed to bandage up. Managed to avoid the panthers at least.
I think said grave robber's dead anyway. You got Indiana Jones, and not in a good way. If I remember correctly, this dude was studying Witcher mutations so he can reverse the mutations on his kid.
Course. Locked. Hmm. notes I found mentioned 4 protruding stones. Gotta press them somehow. Crossbow, maybe? Could try to hit them. Not bad. Wouldn't mind having something like that myself.
Yeah, thank the guy for Witcher senses.
Ha! Did it. Interesting as places go. Seems someone put a lot of thought into its design. Should look around.
Oh god damn it, is this a portal room?
Is just decoration or...
Unwanted guest. Intruder. You are not welcome.
Yeah, figured as much. Great. Portals.
Ah, I hate this
Just
room.
keeps getting better. Damn it, back where I started. Damn it, back where I started. Alright, now to find the next portal. Right, now to find the next portal. Damn it, wrong again. Could be some clue around here. Right, now to find the next portal.
I want to try something. Keep my note of that statue. Ah!
Alright, now to find the next portal.
My big brain solved it.
His lab. Just need to pick.
The 18th of Yule, year 1102. Today I begin my great life's endeavor, one greater and more significant. When 15 years passed, a beast of the forest assaulted me. A witcher came to my aid, saved my life. I could not know that for said salvation, had I the skill to turn back time, I would have done so, and perished rather than surrender to the witchers my only son. But as it was, on the day when Jerome was taken, I swore an oath on my honor that I would recover my son. Today, following years of research and preparation, I have at last devised a device that allows me to study mutations.
So, Professor wasn't out to enhance Witcher mutations, wanted to reverse them.
The subject does not bear this well, but I found a way to make the mutations less taxing. The eggs themselves are a sight to behold. Mutated, they are luminescent. Years of experiments, research, sacrifice. Each mutation I applied to my subjects proved what I meant to cure him of his witcherism. That which I meant to restore to him a normal life. It seems my son must remain a witcher forever.
So the Professor wanted to reverse the mutation's effects. So, Professor tried to neutralize the effects of Witcher mutations, only managed to enhance them though. Used the albumins of giant centipede eggs as his mutagen base. Moreau must have kept his son in here. Grim. Intriguing as machinery goes, but how do I start it up? Preserved organs. Hope their donors weren't forced to give them up. Quite the library. Mostly tomes on mutations and genetics. Eggs.
What now, you piece of filth?
crystals. Should mount them in the megascope. Missing 2 crystals.
I found one of them.
This crystal must go here. All crystals in place. Show me what you got. Just need to...
Observation 22. Despite applying a surfeit of toxic substances, significantly more than usual, the subject displayed no symptoms of... I believe this to be an effect of the mutations. Thus, a mind... Observation 58. Sometimes failure is the catalyst for success. I've discovered a method by which one type of mutagen may be... In addition, I observed that today's dose of mutagens brought the subject to the brink of death. He then suddenly awoke, refined. Whether this is attributable to his mutations or to pure coincidence.
Seen enough. Guessing this man didn't come here willingly.
Who the hell would?
Intriguing as machinery goes, mutagens and networks started mutated on his son. Well, time to find out.
Now check this out. Basically, it gives you an extra 4 slots, but depending on the type of enhancement that you get, like say I do a combat, signs, or alchemy thing, I'd only be able to use that type of perk for these 4 extra slots. I've never gotten so far to where I can use all 3. Because, I mean, you think about it, Piercing Cold does a shit ton of cool stuff. I think if I can, I might actually work up to getting that. So I can do all 3. But right now, I'm more just concerned about just having cool shit. Now I can do this again. I'm pretty damn close to a level up. I wish doing that Witcher mutation thing kind of boosted a little bit more than just how you be getting extra perk points. So you do more damage in combat or whatever. In case one of them dirty, nasty ass peacocks are nearby. I fucking hate peacocks. As explained by part 15 / part 1 of this series. Well, part 15 of base Wild Hunt and part 1 of this, because it was cobbled together.
Regis!
Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be. Gotta be another way in around here.
Kiki more.
Decaying bones. Kikimores must have tunneled into the grave. Kikimores. Here.
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery.
How much more cliché can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my
My
privacy?
mansion,
I find it
castle.
rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough.
God damn, he's
Need
so
to
cool.
find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Dettlaff wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megoscope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Abruxa had taken an interest in it.
It's Dettlaff's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here, guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I, in turn, gave it to Dettlaff. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
Can't you just summon Dettlaff? You're both hired vampires, there's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Dettlaff. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you.
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
The unseen elder.
Theory of tissue memory
That
retention.
motherfucker
Rings
can
a distant
instant
bell.
kill.
Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy at Kaer Morhen, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Covenarius never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece.
How's it work? We need any...
We must brew a decoction which Covenarius gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming of
Any chance we might see what Dettlaff was doing just before...
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance...
Covenarius spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Dettlaff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a
Well, got a few ingredients. There's Mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
There's a curse spotted right just in Toussaint. Ew. Man, Regis would be a cool friend. One of those kind of friends you could just sit down, have an ale with, and just chill. That's why I want friends.
I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned. Him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless, so perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
So, think you've set a nice little trap for me? Sorry. Want to get me to confess? Gonna have to try harder.
I love a challenge. In that case, my ears are cocked. What must I do?
How about you get the ball rolling? Reveal one of your secrets. Vampires, intriguing creatures, must lead fascinating lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
Curious what you did after you were reborn.
As I'm sure you can surmise, at first I was thoroughly absorbed with recovering. As it is, I've still not recovered completely. Detlef bore my weakness bravely, showed great patience. If not for him. Once I could at last stand unassisted, I set off for Bruges, from my one-time home of Dillingen. There I led the peaceful life of a rural healer and surgeon, enjoying my neighbours' respect and, in fact, constituting the exact opposite of the monster.
Bruges, you say? Rebirth make you...
Perhaps a dash. But what of you?
Back then, yeah. But we parted again.
Ooh. Seems like such...
True enough. But it's a conversation. Gotta ask you the big question. Want everyone...
You wish me to tell you if the human belief in the gods is well founded? Well, that I do not know. Our matter, that of which we are composed, can exist without form.
But were you dead?
As humans understand death, yet...
Feel anything?
It's rather hard to explain. I felt only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold.
Can't have been alive then. Sheesh.
Indeed, it's hard to compare to anything I know. Yet you are aware we don't see death as you do. The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar. You are mortals, thus I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40 years...
Depends on your point of view. Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true. One's outlook can indeed change much.
Got a new life, a new body.
Starting all anew is a very broad concept.
Your blood addiction, say. Wondering if your body's the same, if it still remembers.
All addictions are a form of slavery. Re-addiction's not a risk I'm willing to take, just to test a hypothesis about corporeal regeneration and whether propensities carry over.
Fair enough.
Not to worry, Geralt. Curiosity's a natural reaction under the circumstances, apart from which I've...
Always fascinated me the way vampires can regenerate. A hand growing back is one thing, but Detlef recreating you out of a wet smear? Something else entirely.
A difficult and laborious process, but one that's possible, as my presence proves. But I've heard you too aren't quite yet.
For a bit, but Triss helped me get it back. Actually...
Yes, you humans are rather buggered in those terms. To strip you of life is, well, it's just plain... We vampires are much harder nuts to crack. If a member of another race kills one of us, we can be reborn with a living higher vampire's help. However, if one of our own strikes the deadly blow, death is permanent. There can be no rebirth. One of the chief reasons...
All right, give you one question. What do you want to know?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt. Cruel parsimony, I'd say, but I shall do my best to make it count. If you were to die and be reborn as I was, in your new life, would you choose to be a witcher?
See, Regis.
You goddamn right.
Doubt I'd know how to be anything else.
Ever tried?
See, you're determined to get an answer. To find out if I like being a witcher. Just refuse to ask directly, as always. I like being on the path. I like picking up a lead, a trail. I like the tension right before a fight. And nothing gets my adrenaline flowing like battling a beast. Even gotten used to people treating me like a freak, an outcast. Yeah, not something I think about much, but I like being a witcher.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege of the very few.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment. Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Appreciate the compliment. Got something for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale of...
No,
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such.
Come on, search your memory.
I believe it had a relation to hunt. Sorry, Geralt. I try not to clutter my mind with the deep... What are your thoughts? Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against...
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent.
What exactly did...
The area around the estate.
Spoons.
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a horde.
They're related.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction.
You imagine the white.
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you with some...
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial.
So...
Yes, till later.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna...
We require one last ingredient. Alas,
All right.
and to you, my friend.
My brother gave me a sword. I named it Neither.
I don't know, I run everywhere too much and that probably drags out the time, but I don't like using the horse on this game. Do you even fight a right in this game?
The dressings, bandages.
What's that about?
The dressings, bandages.
Forget it. Bandages won't do.
What? Oh,
Breathed his last then. Bled to death. Legs broken. Femoral arteries.
gods.
What happened here?
I was rolling through, fully loaded, when I...
Pretty admirable stopping.
Truthfully, when I saw him, I considered it might be an ambush. The thought...
Decent enough in many other places. Before you go on, clean your hands thoroughly and burn your shirt. Might also want to rub some...
Who might...
A witcher. See what we have here. Legs... Either a thrust weapon or a thick claw. Breastplate's unusual.
An antiquity, I believe.
Not likely to learn that from him. Now to figure out where he came from. From that...
Wait, I will...
Gotta be kidding. This isn't a
garden
route.
route.
Whatever killed him was damn dangerous.
And it might still prowl the...
So be it. But
Stay close. Keep it down.
And
Don't touch a thing.
Must have been here he broke his legs. Fell while climbing over the wall. Trying to leave the property probably, after he didn't manage to open the gate. Gate's locked from the inside. Clearly been jostled though. Something tried to get out.
Yep.
The very thought sets a cold wind down my back.
Damn it.
Good gods!
Servant. Stabbed to death. Over a dozen blows
Blows
with a
with a
sharp object.
object. Some
Some
post-mortem.
I cannot believe this is the work of a man. It was a monster, to be sure.
Torso punctured with great force.
Blow pierced hard steel.
Man on the high road.
Bliss
Breastplate was identical. Throats massacred. One mighty blow.
Shield alongside old indented. Sword ceremonial.
And
shade hailed more clearly.
Ceremonial bowls for little sacrifices.
Of what? Please, do not say humans.
Burn marks.
Something can catch fire. Explode. Strong stench.
Fled, then dropped to the ground to douse the flames. Didn't manage. Burn smells growing fainter.
Might have been another luckier soul managed to flee.
Doublet scorched. Wriggled out of it, tossed it, then ran on.
Perhaps there's no one inside after...
I know you're in there. Breathing's
loud and clear. Open up. We mean you no harm.
They remain there?
Listen, I'm a witcher. I'm here to help you. But if that's gonna happen, you gotta answer some questions first. Who are you exactly?
Durant Faucher Plamonton de Sephiran, Lord of these lands, and we meet here annually to mark the anniversary of the Elfin homage. But something like...
You mentioned
them. Who do you mean?
Those, I don't know what... We were staging a scene. The death of paying homage. There was a flash of... I broke and ran, threw off my doublet, leapt. They pounded on the door. I thought they...
So while reenacting a scene from the past, somehow, unintentionally, you summoned a specter, a Korgoth, or two, maybe.
What? What now?
Best thing? You gotta
do it again, of course.
Are you mad? Would you...
No, don't want it to kill anyone. Precisely why I gotta do my job. Summon it again, whatever it is, intend to do it once for all. Durant, think I can reenact the pledge, the giving of homage alone?
It was a great, momentous...
Damn it. Can't risk. Can't expose you to danger.
Master, if what you say is true, then...
Gods have us in their care.
Let's get to work. Start by clearing the corpses. Got some time. Won't start the reenactment before nightfall. Things of this sort are a lot more likely to work after dusk. One last thing, though. My pay. Don't work for free, you know.
Understood. Just keep the danger at bay. I will stand, or rather, sit in for King Ludovic upon the elfin throne, while you, Witcher, will play...
Divethef, the elven king, hosted Ludovic in his own palace upon his own throne. Divethef laid at Ludovic's feet a loaf of binnen and elfin bread, thus granting humans rule over seed-yielding lands. Tefef filled the ornate ceremonial bowls with At long last, the Elfin King grasped his sword and shield, thus symbolically passing command of his armies to humans.
Was it under quest items?
The Elfin King, erect in his pride, drew his blade and dropped to his knees, thus acknowledging his final defeat. Ludovic then spake.
I accept your allegiance and shall return in 1 year's time to...
There it is.
Look! Look! The statues!
Impossible! God's mother!
I'm getting my ass kicked! It's that magic bitch that keep going. Hi, magic, 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 magic. Fuck you! It'll be like when I was playing Resident Evil 8 and I yelled out in surprise, "You bitch!" I'm still waiting for some animator to watch that and be like, haha, this is kind of funny, and then animate it. I know that was before I started going to the chill shit, but that reaction was just fucking perfect. It's part of the reason why it was in my initial best of video. Which at some point I need to work on the next one when I do that. Not cat, you dumbass! Ah! I live, bitch!
The sculptures, they came alive.
Dunno. Specialize in killing monsters. Reviving them, not so much.
I may know what happened. This Devethef was to pay tribute to humans. producing statues of this sort each year. Yet, it's fortunate he did too, as Tefethef had planned Ludovic's downfall. For his sculpt.
Typical treachery and...
You're no better.
Elves were just defending their territory. You humans took it, but you still weren't sated. Had to cut the elves down, every last one.
You? What does that...
Yeah, in a way. Just
as you have to admit it sometimes.
Your words? They're wrong, Witcher. But I'll not let you...
Farewell.
Make it daytime. Time is it? 11:11. Change my sword back. I know what I got is stronger, but at the same time, no man. God damn, like 87. And again, I guess I can dismantle most of that because I'm gonna have to go back and I'm gonna have to go into Toussaint soon to find that Grandmaster armor, which might actually be that might actually be like the last thing I do. Go to the Grandmaster armor and get the final bit of gear.
Guests. Never a good omen.
Damn it! It's a damn good thing if all goes well. I don't need my silver sword.
Strange. Get a sense that the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm. A message trying to tell me something.
Like I said, all's got to go well in order for me to not use my silver sword.
None None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right.
Curse possibly laid by somebody that's going to be in the other DLC that I'm going to play.
Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around. What a pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
That makes me think of the Hungry Tasty,
Poor girl. Realized she was changing into a monster. Recorded it in her diary. Poignant.
the Hungry Tasty thing from Resident Evil
Smashed
1.
mirror. As if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. The monster. Journal's author, maybe? Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship. Must have graced a rich man's table. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. No spoon you have shall sate you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It'd make sense.
It was him. It was him. It'll come into play later. Let's just say there are beings more dangerous than higher vampires. Or a being more dangerous than any higher vampire. You think just a higher vampire in the Witcherverse would make Fatalis his bitch? Nah. Who I'm thinking would probably just poke Fatalis, and Fatalis would just be like Hakad, like Barris did to Zamasu.
Actually does seem like a White's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Cauldron should be somewhere around here. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Cauldron I was looking for. White's not particularly tidy. Table set. White, who lives here, is getting ready for some sort of feast. White that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse, and it's been trying desperately to lift it.
If it does end up being that I screw up or something, I'm gonna change my silver sword. Never mind, because right now my current sword does better. I do need to dismantle most of this shit though.
Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. Regis needs some brew. I'm afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron.
There's the right. Now I want this to be shown to a lot of people. I might be bloodthirsty. I might draw the sword a lot. But I'm also kind. Not every problem needs to be solved with blades.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it. Tried to bring folk here, convince them to sit at the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now. Your willing guest. Just need a bit for Regis. And now we'll tend to you.
No spoon shall sate you.
We can't use spoons. No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons.
No mirror shall show your visage, and no guest shall stand on the mirror and sit with you at a table.
Like I expected. Need to see what happened to the white. Won't be hard to find given its stench.
Not every issue I solve with sword gun, anything like that. Some issues just need to be solved with brain. There's a line from a movie that I follow to heart. You learn to use this instead of this. You first learn to use this, then you can learn to use this. Of course, it was from a Mel Gibson movie, but still, at the same time, it applies to every situation I find myself in. You learn to use your head before you use the blade.
Easy. Not gonna hurt you.
Eat. I must eat.
The being who did that, sort of another Brony reference, or My Little Pony reference. Think Discord if he wasn't tied down by a TVY rating. That's who did that to her. Though it's not mentioned in his specific DLC, but you'll meet him. Definitely meet him.
So I took her by the hand and led her here. Seemed the only sensible place for her.
You did the right thing, sir. She should recover quickly here. I'm deeply pleased, finally, to make your acquaintance, sir. Though I do regret the specific circumstances.
Nice to meet you, Barnabas Basil. Love to talk more, but got her.
Don't worry, sir. I shall see to everything.
Might actually take a while. She hadn't eaten anything in over 100 years when I found...
Horrid.
Told me her story on the way. Her name's Marlena. She was once the very beautiful and proud. One evening, when she was holding a banquet for friends, a beggar came to her gate seeking alms. He had a bowl and a spoon with him. He sat outside her fence.
I've heard of the custom. An ancient rite of hospitality that obliges one to give food and drink to such a guest lest he did...
Marlena didn't care a whit for the old customs. She drove the man off, saying the beggar then broke his spoon, cast a curse. She was beautiful, so he said she'd never wish to look at herself in the mirror again. Since she adored feasts, he swore no one would ever wish to sit and dine with her.
Someone willingly did eat with her.
From her table, he swore she'd never find a spoon in the world that would sate her hunger.
A harsh punishment.
No spoon to feed her.
Curse was hardly simple.
Curses are tricky. They play on irony. Always gotta figure out what the catch is. Marlena had spent decades looking for a way to lift it. Transformed into a wight, she stole spoons and lured folk.
So what did?
Someone had to sit down and share a meal with her, of their own free will. They had to eat without using spoons, and make her look at her reflection.
That's it?
Simplest solutions are sometimes the last that come to mind. Besides, when you're a wight, it's pretty damn hard to find willing human company.
I imagine so. But, most importantly...
Thanks.
Well, part of my business is going to be getting into Toussaint real quick. which I think it's if I remember correctly, it's actually near the Nilfgaardian embassy. And yes, this place is basically Nilfgaard's backyard. I'm stupid. What the fuck? Or you just can wait real quick. Wait. Son of a baby, son of a baby, son of a baby, shit. Goose. At least I think what I'm looking for is near the Nilfgaardian embassy. I have not played this game in forever, since before I started streaming. I just farted on stream. Dumbass redneck gamer. She is Geralt of Rivia. I don't think that's it.
What do you want?
What do you want? I want French fried taters. What I'm looking for is this way.
Here in Beauclair, all's right.
A courtesan is like a rat catcher. Good
I-
when the pussy at home grows too fat. The ruckus is terrifying at times.
Round and round, two souls towns.
Let's charge! Take him for a ride!
Witcher, surely you've techniques you'd care to test and demonstrate.
Witcher's a bit busy. There it is.
Oh, don't you tread on me.
Cheap shenanigans. I can't see a thing through these cataracts.
Prepare to witness wonders at the annual chivalric tourney. Sir.
Greetings.
A witcher from the School of the Wolf.
Geralt of Rivia. Seem...
Rather. Mind you, it's no monster hunt, but I'm sure you'll...
Heard of him. Never seen any though.
Not quite. For I've been lucky enough to learn that their holders...
If you know where to look.
No offense, but... No. I rather leave it to...
All these...
Tusa was once...
Heard about him. Supposed to...
And thus he charged the king's ransom for his work. Witches would take difficult, dangerous work to earn the coin to pay.
Got it. Find them, find the...
As it happens, I learnt my trade at Jensai's side. What he told me, we must strike a
Where do I look?
I know of 5 likely fallen witches, each from a different school. of the wolf, griffin, cat, bear, and manticore.
Tell me about my brother, the wolf.
His name was Aton. I remember a few years ago, an archaeological expedition.
What kind of danger?
Legend claims wraiths haunt.
Tell me more about the bear, can you?
He appeared shortly after Master Tiensail took me on as his apprentice.
Witchers never have to.
True. This one clearly was not wealthy. Time passed. The bear never showed. And my master sent me to the two.
I'd like to ask you... What do you have on...
I'm not going to get to school the bear gear yet, but I'm definitely getting that Grandmaster Wolven gear. I have told you before. I have showed it. I have gotten it before.
Eat, drink, and loosen your belt, for you are in Toussaint.
Of course, with the Ursaring armor, there's a I'm going to save the green dye, and I'm going to make the Ursaring armor too. Because I know of a certain someone who likes bears and she likes the color green. The Ursaring armor is going to be completed off stream, and I'll wear that sometimes when I do stream, and then wear the Grandmaster. I'm gonna mainly stick with Grandmaster Wolven. Because that shit expensive.
I've lots to do before it gets dark.
If need be, I'll just stick with once I get to the point where I can find more of the Ursaring armor, I'll just stick to Master Crafted Ursaring, but paint that green. Yeah, you just gotta wait, buddy. I got shit to do. I'm gonna get more to drink. I'll be back. Well, actually, I might also get some lunch too. Well, back potato chips or lunch. I don't know. Either way, give me a minute. And I'm back. I don't know how much longer for, but I'm gonna get, at the very least, get some bitch. Oh no! It burned.
Market spores will sprout again. Should destroy the area if I want to get rid of them for good.
Nigrindal. Now Nigrindal back. Usually monster nests actually have good shit. Cow. Wow. Shit! Knock my fan over. I wish the Switch could stream stuff so that way I can actually fucking stream KOTOR 1. That or if Aspire was smart, they would have realized, oh wait a minute, we can't do the KOTOR remake, but we sure as hell could port KOTOR 1 over to PS4. Gah. And the KOTOR remake is still back on. It's actually being done by Saber, who actually ported this game over to Switch. And it's a actual straight up port, not like cloud service. You can literally play Witcher 3 on the Switch. And it's actually pretty damn impressive. Ooh, that's hot.
They were scholars. Should have guessed the passages inside were blocked for a reason. Good thing they didn't try to go in there without a witcher.
Oh, Valley of Plenty. Climb, dumbass. Climb like your life depends on it.
Medallion's humming. Place of power. It's gotta be.
Medallion's humming. I got a boner. Thinking about Yennefer. It's a free perk point. Medallion's humming. My pee-pee go up. I just went on Rule 34 and saw images of Professor Seda. That bitch is hot. Climb, dumbass!
Magic barrier. Got a bad feeling, damn it.
I hate it when I have to go in here and swap out potions and be like, ah. I am so fucking stupid. Speaking of which, is there anything I can actually brew right now? I made 2 bombs. Now 1 bomb. Boom. Boom. Beam. Bomb. Bombs? You want them? I have them, my friend. I thank the God that I never knew about that shit. Then again, the funny thing is, when I was a small child, I didn't know what the hell Nintendo was. Or at least the majority of it.
Can finally see something.
I don't need the fucking torch. I just took cat.
Die.
Dumbass. Oh yeah, let me take some cat and then pull out this torch Yeah.
The bodies. Seems they were
They're
running for the exit.
Oh joy, I hope no giant centipede attacks. That hurt. Dude! Use a dick. Can you not? Bitch. Ow!
Satchel looks like it belonged to a witcher. Eden came to Toussaint at Vesemir's request. Interesting. Too bad things ended here for this wolf. Not many of us left alive.
I think the good thing is that every piece of the Grandmaster set's actually in this dungeon. I think.
A witcher. Brought the ceiling down to bury his foes. Ended up burying himself, too.
I actually want to see if I can make at least a single piece of it. If not, then I'll just sell off the whatever excess swords and whatnot that I got. Damn time. Yeah, that's right, because I always use Nilfgaardian Embassy to... Yeah.
I say.
Silent
Stay
John!
quiet.
Bitch, cool down ass. I got more important shit to do than worry about your little fancy woman problem.
Light, bluff, and wine counsel
Whoa!
no half-hearted measures.
Hark,
Oh, the
Beauclerc!
Witcher! The
Her
one
most
the Duquesa
gracious
summoned!
Duchess has hired
Invitation
the
to a
Witcher
Gwent tournament,
to get at the
due
root
to
of
take
these
place at the
murders.
Pheasantry, organized by a certain Count Monnier.
Greetings.
Managed to
Wonderful. I shall draft a copy. I thank...
Would you grab...
Oh, shit. Like, the Silzard hide ain't gonna be all that bad, but you see how much that Dimeridium plate costs? I can't even use it until the next level up anyway. Rich Dimeridium ingot. I'm gonna kind of play it safe for right now, and I might actually not make the Grandmaster gear yet. There's Meridian plate. Might actually just be cheaper to create the ore than create the huh.
For good luck on...
Let's just equip this shit. I'm not normally for wearing heavy armor like this, but I need to save up on my gold. Anyway.
Still waters.
During a tourney, one knight got stuck in his armor, so bent out of shape it was from repeated blows of the blade. The whole team of smiths were...
Do you like it? Devils take you.
They already have.
Don't dare to think you've got carte blanche here.
Anyway, I'm going to end it here. I got stuff to do, but I'm going to finish eating first and whatnot. Like, comment, subscribe. Some of my Patreon. Peace. We'll continue this shit tomorrow.